Hi all, it's Nikki with DragonflySaves, and I'm back, and today is an awesome day, and I'm here for the third quarter of the Financial Goals Hop. So, let's see. I have the calendar here. You can find this for free on DonnaPoweredByCreativity.com. I just cut it out. It's like 10:30 at night, the night before this is going to post, and I didn't get a chance to tape it yet, but I will. You've seen Donna on Wednesday, Jeanette on Tuesday, Andra from the Traveling and Saving Chief on Friday, and then there's me today. I'm Nikki with DragonflySaves. You will see Jack at My Girl Budgeting on Monday and Save with Judy on Tuesday. She Persisted Budgeting and Saving on Thursday. Layla Budgets on Friday, and the Queen's Budget on Saturday. Next Saturday. So please grab this calendar. It'll be linked below. And then you can follow along with whoever's coming after those ladies. And you can follow along with everybody and who's coming later in the month. So I'm going to set this aside. Let's see. I'll set it over here. To recap, my word for the whole year was resilience. And that really proved true in quarters 1 and most of quarter 2. Quarter 1 was not really all that great for me. Quarter 2, it got better. Everything started to get better and falling into place. Quarter 3, I have good updates, so I'm pretty happy with it. So July. Oh, I'm sorry. These quarterly financial goals papers you can find linked below on DonnaPoweredByCreativity.com. You're going to find a lot of the stuff there. And then when we get to the other pages, we'll go over where you can find those as well. So for July, I wanted to pay down my credit card by $400 by its due date. I just put July 18th. The 15th is when it was due, but the 18th is actually when it goes to the credit bureau, and the 19th is when I get my new bill. But I actually paid $728.58. Did almost. Like, I got part way through this video and I wasn't filming. So we're going to go over what I talked about. So I wanted to pay down my credit card in July by $400. And I paid it down by $728.58. So I colored it green. I wanted to work on my Ko-fi shop. I put that on the back burner. But then I was asked by somebody who didn't have a printer if I could make some of my challenges physically and send them to her. So I did that. I wanted to sell a physical product. I wrote that I put it on the back burner, but then it kind of goes hand in hand with the one up here. So mission achieved. I wanted to call the internet company to lower or switch to a different company. I didn't do that. I wanted to finish 15 challenges and I finished 16. I wanted to work OT. I did for 2 weeks and then they canceled OT because we're in the slow period. I wanted to evaluate my sinking funds and focus on the ones that matter. So I've decided to choose car maintenance, savings, debt, lost pay. And those are really like, oh, and I do holiday meals as well. Those are the really, with my extra money that I need to put towards that. Oh, and yearly subs. Like sometimes I don't focus on savings and I just focus on the other ones because I'm mainly focused on debt. So it's working out very well that way too. I wanted to work with my Amazon affiliate links, and I do make sure I put them on every day because you can't use the same links from before, like the day before. You can't just copy and paste because they're only really good for 24 hours. As far as like, you could still click on them, but the percentage wise, it's higher in the first 24 hours. And then in August, I wanted to get hired full time. That's really not my choice, so I shouldn't have put that on here. But we're in a slow period, so they're not hiring. And I'm temp to hire because I was told that they don't hire like straight walk-in, and that's not true. They do. So I could have went in that way, but that's okay. If I got hired, I wanted to make sure I got a 401k, but I did find out that even if I did get hired, that you have to wait a year. So I need to be working on getting my IRA set up, and I didn't do that. I wanted to pay $400 on my credit card, and I paid $442.20, so that's good. I wanted to work on my Ko-fi shop, and I did do that. And then I wrote, if we have OT, work at least 10 hours. Well, we didn't have OT, so I put a line because that wasn't up to me. I wanted to save for family apple picking because my mom really wants to go apple picking, and the state fair because I live an hour away from the New York State Fair. Well, maybe a little less. And I did not save for apple picking. That got put on the back burner, but I did save for most of the state fair because I went to the state fair with a friend. And then I decided last minute to take my son because a guy he wanted to see was singing. So I took him to a concert. And that was like an impromptu thing. So I went over budget by $50. But I did save for most of it. And then I put a plan in action as to how I was going to pay for that. And we're going to talk about that later. But that did get put in place. And I wanted to change my internet. I didn't. I didn't want to change my internet in August. I wanted to do it in September. But I decided I needed to call because I've been putting it off for like months. And I changed. So on August 23rd, they came and hooked it up. And then I decided I was going to change my car insurance as well. And with doing that, I also got renter's insurance. And the price of both is still cheaper than what I was paying. Essentially. So, but within doing that insurance, it was $798 for 6 months. And at that point, I had saved $750 because, again, I had changed insurances a month early. So the rest of it, I had to put in a plan of like how I was going to save it. And I decided I was going to do it in my Wind Down Wednesday videos, which is my debt binder day. But essentially, when I changed my internet company, it saves $32 a month, basically. I'll have to see what the actual bill after taxes and stuff is when it comes in, when it's just the bill by itself and not the first bill, because the first bill has 2 months with it or what have you. But they did miss a discount, I noticed. So I emailed them and they changed it quick. And they said that they added the $5 to it. It doesn't show on the bill. But essentially, they were going to wait until the next month. But they put it on there. And then they put another $5 on there. So it's $10 cheaper than what it said it was. Which is like $30 cheaper than what I was saving it for. And then I'll have the money for September that I'm saving for October is going to be extra as well. So then the bill is coming out October 17th. Because you get a discount if you do paperless and automatic payments. September. I wanted to pay $400 on my credit card. It actually increased by $35.20. And I have like a sad face here. I did some spending in August. Probably the end of July and most of August. So I'm really surprised that it only went up by $35. So I put a red mark and a note that I need to check my spending, because before I wasn't buying anything, and then all of a sudden I was buying too much, and it's all stuff that's the same thing. Like I bought some cute little purses. Like I love Montana West, so I bought Montana West purses and wallets, but one of each would have been fine. Not like the 3 or 4 that I got. But that's okay. I really like them. I did return one because I didn't realize that it was the same as, like, I returned a wallet because I didn't realize it was the same as the one that came with my purse. But either way, I didn't need that coming to my house anyway. So, yeah. I write a note on top of, like, everything that I track on. Do you need this? No. So, I just need to watch out for that. And then I wanted to pay my 6 months car insurance off. It was like $825, but since I changed it in August, I did pay the 6 months. So I put that as a green. I wanted to start putting away money for travel because that kind of got put on the back burner at the beginning of the year. But then I decided I was going to put it on the back burner again and start in October. Excuse me. But I'm probably going to wait until November, maybe the end of October. We'll see. And then I wanted to sell a product on Ko-fi. I did do that. I wanted to pay off the difference from the insurance. And I did that in my Wind Down Wednesday video, excuse me. I think at the beginning of September. And then I wanted to bump up my holiday meals envelope because I use that for Thanksgiving, Christmas, snacks for around New Year's and New Year's Eve, and Easter. And I bumped it up by, I believe, $35. I bumped it up by maybe $45. I can't remember. I did bump it up, and now it's at $100. I used some money from my end of the month. How much did I save in September video went in there. I can't remember what it was before because I didn't bring that information up here, but it is now at 100, which is awesome. Okay. So, I'm turning the page already. I just want to say that this is a really good month or a really good quarter. Whereas 1 wasn't good at all for me. 2 was iffy. It started off bad and it's just gradually got better. So that's awesome. And this one was pretty good all the way through. Except for the spending. Like, we could have done without some of that. And some of the stuff I did buy that I needed. So that was good. But some of the other stuff could have waited. So now we're going to go over October. And I don't know if I told you before I forgot that I wasn't filming, but these quarterly financial goal sheets you can find in Down on Power by Creativity.com. So for quarter 4 in October, I want to pay down my credit card by $500, but I'm thinking about lowering that a little because I just have a lot that I want to do and I don't want to stress myself out. But we'll see. I might leave it and then be happy with whatever I save. I wanted to start tracking in expenses, but I've always done that. But with here, I wanted to make one on my Canva app, and I did do that because highlighting, it goes through. So when I write on this side, I can't highlight. I won't be able to see what it's saying. So this is just one page, but this is what I do. And I keep track of what I'm doing. So I made myself similar to this in Canva. I just got to print it out. And then I wanted to have 5 sales on Ko-fi for physical products. So we'll see about that because I made my first savings challenge like book thing, which is awesome. I wanted to work on the apps. I use a lot of apps that get like cash back rewards, and I was really slacking there for a while. So I need to do that because that'll help increase income and help my sinking funds. Because again, like I was saying right here, I use extra money that goes into certain sinking funds, and that's really helped out. And then I wanted to save for a new laminator. I wanted to save for one that goes like 7 mil and up, because the one I have is 3 and 5 mil. And I think if I at least have a 7 and like 10, at least 7, it'll really help my 5 mil laminate be less cloudy. So I want to do that. I want to use my sinking fund to buy my crock pot. I have like an oh crap we need things envelope, and it's at $80 right now. So I need to get my crock pot this weekend because mine broke. And I use it a lot, so it's sad to be without it. And then I want to go apple picking with my family, using the sinking fund envelope, meaning take cash so I don't use my card. But it's all right, I guess. My mom is really wanting to go in October, so we're going to make it happen. And then I just said make sure there's enough in there. So we're really going to work hard for that. I want to pay down my credit card by $500 in November. Again, I think I'm going too high, but we'll see. I want to continue to work on my Ko-fi shop. I want to evaluate my subscriptions in November. Mainly my yearly subscriptions. My monthly subscriptions, I think, are all right. We might evaluate those as well. I want to bump up my holiday meals envelope by November 15th because I have Thanksgiving dinner and baking to do. And then I want to start Christmas November 28th, meaning my tree needs to be up. And start buying stocking stuffers, presents, and gift cards. Which I might wait until December because that's when we're opening the HOP envelopes. Which again, I'm going to use mainly for Christmas. In December, I want to pay down my credit card by $400. I want to finish Christmas shopping and not go over budget. I want to plan my Ko-fi shop items and I want to sell, and I want to sell 5. I want to set goals for the year, money-wise. Be realistic. Because last year I set my goals and some of them were way too high. They would have been okay, but I really should have adjusted when I left one job and before I started the other. I should have adjusted and knew that there was going to be time that I had to work my way back up. I wanted to set goals for the year money-wise, or I want to set goals for the year money-wise and be realistic, then work to achieve them. So once I set these goals, I want to break those goals up even further because otherwise the whole big picture is too overwhelming for me. So it's better if I break it up, just like I broke up those purchases in my credit card by category, really. And then, try to turn this over. We have the Smart Goals Planner page. This is by Andra at the Traveling and Savings Chief. This is on her Ko-fi shop. It'll be linked below. And this is to identify a goal that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, which equals SMART. Break it into actionable steps, each with its own deadline. So I did an overall in 2025, and then I did it by quarter. So for the third quarter, for specific, what exactly do you want to achieve? I wrote that I wanted to pay down my credit card. Like that was my main goal. I tell everybody on my channel, I'm on a mission to pay down my credit card. Now, we did have that month that we had lost our mind there, but it's still a main goal to pay down that credit card, and we need to remember that. And then measurable. How will you track progress? I will pay each week, a little each week from my paycheck goes to my credit card. It's usually around $35. And then I have Wind Down Wednesday where I do my debt binder videos where I break my credit card purchases up either into category or place, but mainly category. It's like category for everything except for like Etsy and Amazon. I'll kind of bulk them together. Evaluate the feasibility of your goal, which means attainable. Like, will I be able to do this? So for the third quarter, I wrote yes. If I break it down, it helps. Relevant. How is this beneficial to your life? I wrote that if I pay down my credit card, it'll help have more money for things that matter. Like, I could be using that money to put into my sinking funds that are taking a hit because I'm focused on paying down my debt. I could use that to go on like the weekend away that I want to do. But right now I just can't do that. Time bound. When do you want to be finished? I want to be finished by my birthday, April 1st of 2026. If I don't hit that, because obviously that's not that far away, if you think about it, I definitely want to have it done by June. From the SMART goals above, did you meet it? Why or why not? I did a little bit. I did pay down a good amount. I think only one quarter did I go up. All the rest I paid down a good amount, so that's good. And I did change my car insurance and internet providers so that I could put more money to my credit card to help pay it down. Like last year I worked on changing my cell phone provider, which I did do that, and switched to Mint Mobile and saved quite a bit of money. And yeah, it's really helped me get this card down. And then we have the 2025 goals. You can write quarter. I just wrote all because I did add what I want to do per each quarter. So for health-wise, for all the quarters, I want to do stretching, eat healthy amounts, and meal plan. I did that in quarter one, quarter two. Quarter three, I was really kind of slacking with a lot of that. So I gotta see what's going on with that because, yeah. I wanted to save or start to save for a weekend away. But again, that's on the back burner for me because I'm working on paying down my credit card. I wanted, for hobbies, I wanted to start reading at night. I really didn't do that the first or second quarter. Well, the second quarter I did. But in the third quarter, I bought a book set. And it came with like a blanket, the book, all these things. Like, I was really surprised at how much was shoved in this box. And I got like 5 or 6 books in there. So I'm getting ready to read them. And I wanted to learn to crochet. I did not learn to crochet yet. My great aunt started to teach me, like I did the chain thing. And I remember I got bored of doing that chain. So I really didn't learn anything else. But I was just a little kid back then. I wish I would have learned it because she made some amazing blankets. I wanted to work on Operation Monetization for YouTube, which is a thing that I started on my channel for anybody that's been on YouTube for a year and has less than 4,000 watch hours. So that's all of my community posts. I did that. I did that the third quarter. So that's good. I wanted to, for social, I wanted to hang out with my friend before she moves. I just wrote this on here because my friend is moving to the Adirondacks, which is 3 hours away from us. So I want to see her before she moves. She's moving in January. And then for family, I wanted to plan a family outing, like apple picking. So I planned it. We're going apple picking. I wanted to do family games My son and I do games. I'm trying to see if my daughter will come over, but she's very busy because she's a school teacher, so we'll see. I wanted to go to lunch with my daughter. I haven't asked her yet, so I gotta ask her. I want to save. So I don't know why I have a check mark. I think it's because I was going to ask her but I didn't, so I don't know. So I need to do this. I want to save for family activities, like doing stuff. Like there for a while we weren't doing anything, and it's just not healthy. So we have started to go out. Like my son and I went to our county fair and stuff like that, and we went to our local farm and, you know, little things like that. Financial, I want to get a job. Well, I did that. That must have been last quarter because I wanted to pay down debt, which I did do. I'm going to work on apps more for extra income. I did do that. And then this quarter, I wanted to work on Amazon affiliates. I did do that. For business, I wanted to work on my Ko-fi shop. I did do that. I want to work on my Amazon affiliate links. I did do that. I wanted to be YouTube monetized by 2026. I don't know, but we'll see because I still have a lot of watch hours left. So this is my budget with Mama Bear, if I did not say that in the beginning, because now I'm not sure if I remember. Okay. For quarter 3 goals, I wanted to pay my credit card, which I did do. This is for July. Work on my Ko-fi shop. Call the internet, which I didn't do. I'm going to reevaluate my sinking funds and decide where I can put which I wanted to focus on with extra money. So that's what I did. I wanted to work OT. I did a little bit. I wanted to work on the apps. I did do that. And I wanted to work on my Amazon stuff. In August, I wanted to get a 401k or IRA if I got hired. I wanted to change car insurance, which I did. I want to change internet. I did that. I got renter's insurance. I did that. I wanted to pay $400 on my credit card. I did do that. I want to save for the state fair. I did save. And then I made up the $50 in September. I went over budget on my credit card. I did work on my Ko-fi shop. I did I did not save for apple picking. And I did not sell a physical product in Ko-fi. Now I wrote notes, better quarter, feeling good about it. Because, to recap, I don't think I said this in quarter 2. But quarter 1 was rough quarter, can only go up from here. Quarter 2 was better quarter, keep going. So then quarter 3 is better quarter, feeling good about it. But also what it should say is you need to push yourself in quarter 4. So in quarter 4, I still want to do basically the same as quarter 3. Yeah, it's all the same. Put more money into holiday meals. And, get more money for the sinking funds. Work on my apps for more money. For November, I want to pay $500 on my credit card, work on my Ko-fi, reevaluate subscriptions, buy Thanksgiving food with sinking fund, bump up lost pay envelope, work on apps to increase money, finish saving for Christmas. So I wrote this before I decided that I was just going to use what I could from the Hop because it is a good amount of money. For December, I want to finish Christmas shopping, work on Ko-fi, work on my apps, and work on the 2026 goals. So my notes for here are stay focused, finish the goals you have. So we'll see if I finish these. I thought I had it in here, but Budget with Mama Bear has a notes paper where you can watch each of us that are doing a video and take your notes on whatever you get from their video. You watch them. What did you take away from that video? Write it down. And when you go to the next person, write it down. The next person, write it down. And then read it. Read it. See if it works for you. You know, it doesn't hurt to mix and match. Do what works best for you. So those are my goals for quarter 4. Quarter 3 was a great time. You know, a lot of goals were met, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you all for staying tuned and being patient with me. Please, if you haven't checked out Andrea at the Traveling and Savings Chief from Friday, sorry, please check her out. And make sure you go to Jack at My Girl Budgeting if you are not subscribed to her, and hit your notification bell so you can see what she achieved in quarter 3. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.